Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guten tag, bienvenue, bienvenido, ohayo gozaimasu, shalom, namaste, aloha. Welcome everyone around the world. Welcome everyone who is joining us on live stream or Ring Central. And are we live on Facebook as well? We're getting there very quickly. Okay. So welcome everyone here in Tiburon, California. Do you love Tiburon? Do you like the feel of this area? Yeah, it's very nice. It's a little sanctuary from the city. So we're just bringing up Facebook, and then we'll get going with the introduction. And hello to Charlotte and Susan and Kristen and Robin and Bettina and Corky and everyone who's joining us by telephone. Very happy to have you with us. We're on Facebook semi-live. Almost live. We're almost giving birth. There's an empty seat up here that might be in better range. So as we wait, let's put our mind in our lower abdomen, imagining a ball of golden light in our lower abdomen, and open our hearts and souls to this wonderful experience that we're going to have this weekend. And we can join our hearts and souls together by singing the Divine Soul Song of love, peace, and harmony. If you don't know it, you can just hum along with us. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo shin halim. Wo ai tran ren lei. Wan ling rong ka wo shi shan. Shan lai ping an he she. Shan lai ping an he she. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li,
心和灵，
我
我爱全人类，万灵融合无虚生，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。
I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together.
Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
How? Thank you. So it's my delight and honor to welcome one of Master Sha's very special teachers. Master Carol is the only lineage holder for Tao calligraphy. Tao calligraphy has a very special lineage. Tao calligraphy started with Ibitsu calligraphy, which means one-stroke calligraphy. This is the calligraphy that was taught by the teacher of the last emperor of China. So only the royal household learned the Ibitsu style. And the teacher was Taishi. That was an honorary title, meaning most honored master teacher. So Taishi taught the emperor and the emperor's family. Taishi had one lineage holder, Professor Li. Professor Li is a remarkable woman who dedicated her life to service and taught calligraphy as grace and beauty. She had one lineage holder, Master Zhigong Sha. Master Sha was trained from the time he was about 6 years old in the ancient traditions of China. He was trained in first Tai Chi and later Qigong, Kung Fu, I Ching, and Feng Shui. He became so proficient at Qigong that he was named the Qigong Grandmaster of the Year at the 5th World Congress on Qigong. Particularly, he was named in the area of spirituality. So he gathered all the spiritual wisdom. He also, from time he was young, wanted to help people heal. So he learned to become a Chinese medicine doctor, and he was trained and certified in China as a Western medicine doctor. In fact, he was so good at both that he used to teach Chinese medicine to Western medicine doctors for the World Health Organization. By 35, he was known around the world as a grand master of Chinese medicine. Usually grand masters are old and gray and have long beards. Usually it's not till you're in their 60s or 70s that people start calling a grand master. So Master Sha learned from Professor Li the Ibitsu style of calligraphy, but then he brought to it everything he learned about spirituality, everything that he learned about healing, both Western and Eastern, and put it all together to make it into a form for an art form, a meditation practice, and even a healing practice. So that's what Tao calligraphy is. It has a very strong tradition in China and is unique in the modern world. Master Sha has taught thousands of people at this point how to write Tao calligraphy. Some have mastered it enough to go on to become calligraphy practitioners. A few have mastered it enough to become calligraphy teachers. Master Carol is the only one who was chosen as the lineage holder for this form of calligraphy, going back to Professor Lee, Taishu, and the teachers before them. So we're very lucky to have her. She's a very beautiful teacher with very gentle wisdom who helps those of us who struggle to learn with great patience and kindness and helps make it easy and fun. With all my heart and all my love, please join me in welcoming Master Carol Liu. Love you, Master Carol. Really, really love you, Master Carol. Really, really love you, Master Carol. Really love you, Master Carol. Really love you, Master Carol.
And we are so proud to celebrate Master Shunya to become one of the Tao calligraphy teachers most recently by Master Sha.
Thank you.
Congratulations that there is another Tao calligraphy teacher in San Francisco to be able to spread the Tao calligraphy. That the Tao calligraphy is beyond that there is that beauty inside, but there is also the power, and that is what Master Sha is bringing with the Tao calligraphy. That when Professor Lee taught Master Sha, that she didn't even think about the healing power that this art can bring. Because what is it to be happier and healthier is when we are in that alignment, when we are in that oneness. And the Yi calligraphy is combining the Chinese characters as one. So you could see in the Chinese for I, this is the Chinese character for I, which means love. It is normally written with the different components. And with the Tao calligraphy, the oneness calligraphy, we are combining all the strokes into one. In one stroke, in one flow. This movement, it feels more peaceful, it feels the beauty of it, the power it brings when we come together as one. As similar as what Master Sha shares about the light bulb, one light bulb and two light bulbs. If they come together, it's more than brighter, more powerful. So we're combining all the strokes together as one. This is the oneness calligraphy. This is what you can feel. It is kind of like when we do the meditative movement with the calligraphy, it is like the Tai Chi, the Qigong, balancing the yin and the yang. So there is this, you go with the flow in the circular. It's not as angled as the Chinese writing. So we're moving in more of a natural flow in that circle. And what Master Sha added on is the healing aspect of the calligraphy. That there is a source field. We call it Tao calligraphy. Because Tao is the source. So it carries. And in Chinese, there's the ancient teaching that Shu Jai Nan Dao, which means, I think I need help with writing it, Z-A-I? Oh, Shu Nang Jai Dao. Shu Nang Jai Dao. On that. So Shu is calligraphy. Nang means can, Zai means carry. Dao is the source. So the calligraphy can carry this source field. Our human field has a certain vibration. The source is above and beyond our comprehension on it, and we label it as the source. It's whatever your beliefs are. No matter what religion, this is beyond religion. It is the name that we call for that higher frequency, that higher being. And it's the universal field, the universal principles and law, the oneness, the emptiness. So this can be put into the calligraphy, and that's what Master Sha has put into it. So Professor Lee taught Master Sha Yi Bi Zi, that Master Sha changed it to Tao calligraphy because it has that field. And you are going to experience the beauty of the oneness calligraphy and the power of the Tao calligraphy combined in this. And how it's taught is different to how the Chinese learn writing Chinese and writing calligraphy. So in a weekend, you have the ability to write the Tao calligraphy, to write to a certain level that you can use to transform your life. Because you realize when you write, even normal writing, that when you are peaceful, when you're grounded, your writing is much more beautiful. And then when you're upset, angry, or not balanced, you're in a rush, your writing changes. You can see it reflects yourself. And with the Tao calligraphy, it is also reflecting who you are, your current condition. With the power of the Tao calligraphy, when you change your writing, when you are writing the Tao calligraphy, you're interacting with the source field, with the high frequency field, combining it with yourself to help you to transform. As the studies shown that when we are the high frequencies can transform the lower frequencies to bring more positive information to us, to make us happier and healthier. The lower frequencies are where the blockages are. The high frequencies are where we can go to that next level of the love, the peace, the harmony, the joy, and more. This is the power of the Tao calligraphy. And if there's anyone who has not heard of Tao calligraphy, including those on the webcast, we would let us know. And we welcome you to join us in this weekend's workshop to taste it. That for myself personally with the Tao calligraphy, that I was drawn to the Tao calligraphy without knowing what I was getting into. That I haven't learnt writing Chinese, but I can write Tao calligraphy. My Chinese may not be as great as balanced, and I can learn more about the lines of the Chinese, but it doesn't matter who you are, you can learn it. We have people from kids learning it to seniors learning it, and people with different conditions, even with when they're physically challenged. Someone with Parkinson's disease is writing calligraphy for themselves, and they can still write to bring transformation. This is about you. This is about transforming your life through. And the Tao calligraphy is that tool. This is the highest tool that Master Sha is sharing to the world. And we're going to, are we on the Facebook or they're still moving along with it? So I'll let us experience the power of the Tao calligraphy while things are still working. We have calligraphies here from Master Sha. These are the beyond advanced Tao calligraphies, where Master Sha draws the circle and writes the phrase of the Tao calligraphy inside. This is part of the Tao Chang in San Francisco, and I'm not sure whether it has been announced that the Tao Chang has been uplifted for the San Francisco Center. If you were on the Tao Chang before a few weeks ago, it's a completely different field now. The power it can bring is beyond what you experienced before. And with the Tao calligraphy, us teachers are teaching at the first level, where only Master Sha can write it inside the circle. That we at this time have not yet carried the ability to bring down this power. And we are together here to uplift our writing together so that we can also spread these calligraphies in time. And we need people to write to the level of our readiness to carry this authority. Anyone has that potential. We need to tap into it. And we are going to go into another layer of the learning of the Tao calligraphy. We have taught the beauty of it by teaching the structure, and we are going to do this because there are people that have not learned the Tao calligraphy before. And this is your time to build that foundation of that beauty. And the power is through that alignment with the Tao calligraphy, alignment with the source. So you're going to develop that even further in the workshop. So I will let us begin by closing our eyes and connecting with this field of calligraphies around us. We have the 10 Tao qualities, the greatest qualities the universal qualities that are significant for us to go to the next level, to go higher, uplift our field, uplift our vibration, to transform even greater. We also have the 5 elements here around the room as well. So there are calligraphies. The 5 elements, balancing the 5 elements, joining together is going into that oneness, going in more to the Tao. And each time we increase the 10 greatest qualities, we too are going higher and transforming ourselves. Let us spend a moment to connect with this field. Allowing yourself to ground, put your focus in your lower abdomen. The lower abdomen is the key center of your body. So connect there. And then if you draw a line from your navel, your belly button to your back, that's your Mingmen acupuncture point. That is your Tao point. Your connection to the Tao. And that is a significant point for your Tao calligraphy writing as well. Focus on that point. Allow it. Allow the frequencies to go into your Mingmen. And allow that to flow throughout your body. Allowing yourself to feel in your physical body your connection with this field. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in your mind. Every part of you. And if you have physical pain, you can make a request or any other request. Ask this calligraphy field, which is the Tao Chang. Tao is the source, Chang is field. To support you. Visualize that light. Washing you. Allow that frequency, allow that light to integrate with your field. Feel yourself as a part of this field together, so that we are joining together as one. And when you're ready, bringing everything back to your lower abdomen and opening your eyes as we This is also a bit of the mindfulness, that we are aware of our current state, our current situation that we are in. As we come back into this room, opening our eyes, do you notice a difference when we actually connect with it? This is your opportunity at this event to be in this field and integrate more with this field. The more that we do this, the more that we can receive the benefits. And the other aspect that we are doing, we have the Tao Chang presentation at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you can continue to be with us in this field. And the other aspect that we are learning in this weekend is the power of the Tao calligraphy. So I will write a Tao calligraphy, and everyone can make a request as I write this calligraphy. Feel the power through the writing. It is the source field coming to the calligraphy, and we are part of this creation process. Allow yourself to feel the source field coming down and how this changes to another level. So you can have your eyes open or you can close your eyes. Making your request. As I prepare, I am connecting. Connecting with my Tao calligraphy lineage, channel, as you go into that condition, opening your heart, letting go. After making a request, let go of everything and just feel the frequency, feel the love and the light as I write. experiencing, just getting it out of the shadow. Feel that frequency with the calligraphy. And put your hands out facing the calligraphy. As you connect with this calligraphy, the eye of the greatest love. Feel the love. The message carries a frequency. The oneness calligraphy carries the frequency of the love. Joining it together, it amplifies the love. Allowing this frequency to come to you and integrate with you. Integrating with your request. And then opening your eyes, we're going to trace this. So this is incorporating, we're using our soul, heart, mind, and body together to integrate the greatest love, and using the greatest love to melt the blockages and transform our requests that we have made. So you experience it in the heart level, in the mind level with the light, feeling that frequency. Now we're going to group all of our 5 fingers together, and we're going to trace with our fingers. Each one of our fingers represents one of the 5 elements in traditional Chinese medicine teaching. When we balance the 5 elements, we're balancing everything. So we are combining this together as one. And we are going to also use the sound power. To use the sound power, that is also another technique. So we're combining all the techniques together, just like we are combining all the different lights together to amplify the power of this practice on this experience we are having. So we are going to chant. We'll chant greatest love first, and then we'll chant the Chinese, which is Da Ai. So I'll demonstrate one time, and you can join me. Greatest love, 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 greatest love. And silently for a moment, and focus on following this path of the writing. As you follow this path, you are connecting with the source field inside. The source vibration of the greatest love. Allowing it to flow naturally. And now we're going to use more of our body, so you can stand up with your feet shoulder width apart, facing the calligraphy directly. And feel your whole body moving with your central point, the Mingmen point, which is the point behind the navel on your back. That is your center point that is tracing this calligraphy. And you are holding your hand in front of you as if you're holding a ball. And you can feel, you may feel the vibration between your palms. This is your field. And you are visualizing this field connecting with the calligraphy field and coming together as one as you trace this line with your whole body. And when you are going down, feel that vibration, that light, the love coming into your Mingmen. And then as you move around, it spreads throughout your body. Let us do this. I'll just guide you. And let us change the mantra to Da-I. Da-I, 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 Da-I. And when you're going down, bend your knees and feel that energy, that light going down to your Mingmen. And then when you go up, it is going throughout your body. Da-I, Da-I. Da-I, Da-I. Da-I, Da-I. Da-I, Da-I. Da-I, Tracing all the way to the end. And then you can sit back down and close your eyes and integrate this. You may feel that vibration. You may feel it physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Allow that to come into you, bringing everything into your lower abdomen. And allow it to come and be with you. You are together as one with this field. We close the practice by saying how 3 times, which means perfect, get well. So we are anchoring in what we are headed to, what we would like to transform. So perfect. And we offer our love and gratitude by saying thank you and love you 3 times. And do this with all of your heart, that you are carrying this message with you. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. This is for yourself, having the love and gratitude for yourself. And for the calligraphy, for this field, for everyone. We are one. We have the love and gratitude for everyone and everything, including ourselves. And check in with your request. Or do you notice any changes? What has taken place in this short period of time? And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And if we can have 2 people share, and anyone on the webcast or Facebook, we would love the sharing and read your sharing if we can as well. Just move to this side. Anyone want to share?
Thank you so much for the deeper practice. Driving on the 101, coming in here, I was excited and kind of hectic, and I feel like I'm in a beautiful fish bowl with beautiful water, and I'm swimming and surrounded by love, and I just feel very centered in, like, more of me is here. I don't know how to explain that. Like, part of me wasn't really here, but more of me is present. And just this deep calmness and feeling of support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your sharing that we are in this field. So it's very different to what is outside on this, and you might notice a difference. And this is the place where it has the purest frequency. So you can integrate that more and find your true self in this process. This is the space where you have that opportunity to change so much. And the more that you open and connect with this field, to become one, you are part of this field, the more that you can change and transform your life. Wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was feeling kind of cold, and my feet were cold, and I was very sleepy. And so now I'm much more awake, and it's like the energy is flowing through my body more. My feet have warmed up, and I just feel just looser. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Master Carol. We're so thrilled to host you. The light, it was so much in San Francisco and California, and so we're so grateful for you to come here. I want to share, when she was writing, she said, let me connect to my lineage or transmission. I'm staying there. Suddenly it was this explosion of light. There's this huge team from heaven then start to come down, and they will like expand so quickly. And as she writes, all those heaven soldiers, I see the heaven animals, all the treasures go into the calligraphy. It was amazing. And then as she lead us trace, because she is the lineage, Tao calligraphy lineage holder, as she traced, it was a huge cleansing and huge blessing for all of us. As you trace all of those heaven saints and heaven general and soldier, they start come out and they form a circle. They start trace with us and for us. It was really beautiful to see. So I can't imagine what the experience will be this weekend to have 2 full days learning and getting the personal guidance from Master Carols. So thank you so much. We're so excited. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the calligraphy, and you have the opportunity to learn to write this calligraphy if you have not written this calligraphy before. That in one weekend, you will be taught how you are to learn to write this. And also, not only just the beauty, but bringing more of this Tao calligraphy power, the field, whether you are just starting or whether you have been on this Tao calligraphy journey more. That I'm going to do something very different to what I was previously taught in the Tao calligraphy workshops that I do. That it will be going more deeper into the alignment with the Tao calligraphy. We have taught about breaking it down into a structure where we'll go into it so that you can learn. This is the beginning stage, is learning, memorizing the structure. In this workshop, you will also go to that next level, because what is greater is the power the calligraphy contains. And how you tap into this power is through your alignment on this. So we are going to do a lucky draw of one person on the webcast or Facebook, one person here in the room, and it doesn't matter which level you are at. So I think, is it better to all post on Facebook, and Master Shunya can choose? And we have everyone here in the room. Do free demos? Sure. Okay, one from Ring Central and one from Facebook, and one here in person. As we prepare, this is a taste of what's to come for you on how you can bring your calligraphy to the next level. And I got it really deeply in this last retreat with Master Sha. How Master Sha started his writing or learning the calligraphy in 2013, or roughly around there. And he started teaching it in 2014. That gap between us and Master Sha then, compared to now, is infinite. He is developing so much, progressing so much in Tao calligraphy. And us learning the Tao calligraphy, we need to speed this up. And this is the start of this acceleration that I would like to bring forward to uplift everyone's calligraphy and to bring calligraphy more to the people and to develop your power with the Tao calligraphy. So this is why I feel so drawn to some of the things that we are going to offer at this event. And it's only at this workshop. So do you have the webcast? Hello.
So here in the room, it's Leslie Hosh. And on Facebook, it's Julie Moffat.
Oh,
And on Ring Central, Susan McNeely. Congratulations, everyone.
wonderful. So, Leslie, if you want to come here. We do a BYO chair, I think, from for San Francisco. We can grab a chair. Or...
Here you go, Miss.
So, Susan, please let me know where you're at with your calligraphy journey, and Julie Moffat as well. If you could share this. Do you have a mic for Leslie? Leslie can start sharing her. Where are you at with your Dao calligraphy?
I've taken workshops before remotely where I practice and submit drawings, and I get excited and start it, and then I didn't continue. So it'd be lovely to learn in person to find out where the correction needs to happen, and just to be in this field of calligraphies and other beautiful people who are a lot more aligned. So.
And how long have you been writing?
I haven't, I only trace now. I stopped writing. I have.
When did you start learning it?
I'm trying to remember, a few years ago, I believe.
So a few years ago, and who has this experience that they now trace more than they write, or don't write at all now? That's also how I have noticed things have been going. That's why I'm saying the gap between Master Sha and us is getting further and further away. That we need to bring in back that writing power. The writing power is huge. And if you're not seeing the results, it is our alignment with that calligraphy in our writing in it. That when we are in that alignment, that we can bring even greater results compared to the tracing. Is there feedback from Susan and Julie?
This says, I am grateful to be chosen. And let's see.
I know for Julie, because Julie is in Australia, I was just checking if Susan would like to show if she is able to do video and also write a Da-I calligraphy, if she knows how to write this.
Is my microphone on, guys? Okay, so Susan McNeely writes, I have been writing Dao calligraphy since Master Sha's first retreat. I am writing the Tin Da, trying to reach 95%. I have fallen off the wagon and tracing, not writing for a while.
Right.
So Susan, if you can open your video.
I can't seem to pin Susan to the full screen. Yeah, but there's only chat and non-video participant. I can't seem to pin her to make it big. Yes.
We're going to unmute you, Susan. Our AV team will unmute you.
And Julie is not yet a Dao calligraphy practitioner, and her challenge to really start the Dao calligraphy journey because of her personal situation. So she has not yet progressed as much as she would love to. But
Susan, you're unmuted if you'd like to say hi. She says
Hello, everyone in San Francisco.
hello. Wonderful. Are you able to do video and show us a dark eye calligraphy of yours?
I'd have to go get one and and put a house coat on because I'm in my PJs. It's later here.
That's perfectly fine. You'll receive the blessing. And are you joining us on the workshop?
I'll have to see if I can manage that. I would love to.
And you will be extremely blessed. I will be doing corrections both on the Ring Central and here in person. And to help, as I said, this is really to help everyone to bring the Tao calligraphy to the next level on it, to people that have blockages in resuming or picking up the brush again. Let us clear those and let us support each other and work together to bring it to the next level. That's perfectly fine. So Leslie, do you write a calligraphy?
I will try.
See how you are going with your calligraphy.
I don't remember the proportions.
Which you can write the da if you want. Do you want to just write the da?
Yeah.
Okay, you have not remembered. Or whatever you're comfortable with. So I'll write the da and you can copy.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Great. So how do you feel with the calligraphy writing?
Very rusty.
Very rusty.
I can trace, but
Mm-hmm.
it's been a time issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is also an aspect, you can sit back down, with the Tao calligraphy. We're separating tracing and writing. It is actually one and the same. If we are actually tracing at our fullest, we would have already memorized how to write it. And your tracing movement should be like when you're moving your body, you're tracing it, or you're moving your hand. You would already memorize that movement in your body and you use your brush. It's instead of doing it like that, you're holding the brush and moving in that same tracing movement. It's one and the same on this. That shows how much we are aligning to the potential of the Tao calligraphy. If it's not one and the same, then there is some sort of separation. It has not come into that oneness yet. So that's where we can bring it to the next level in it. And when you're writing, going into that condition, into it. So there's many people in the same case as Leslie. So who, be honest, have kind of gotten a bit stagnant in their writing. Yeah. And this is also part of the process of the Tao calligraphy. Many people, when they go, the calligraphy writing is releasing and can change you so much. As you change your writing, you are changing yourself. And the blockages are distracting us because how significant the changes can be. So it can come up with ways to stop you from writing. And using tracing as is one of the ways that it says you trace more than you write in it. Tracing is powerful, especially at the beginning. But if you want to go to the next level, you have to go to the writing. And when people resume their writing, they reach that next level. So if that happens, you are on your way. You are so close to going to the next level of your transformation. When people overcome that and write, you see their writing change and their life have a different thinking or more inspired, empowered, and can move through. And you see, and that's what Master Sha is doing with the recertification of it. That we have been stagnant as teachers, some of us have been stagnant. And this recertification process is helping us to go to that next level. We are ready and we need an awakening to go to that next level. So I will offer different blessings for different people. And this is part of this transformation process to go to the next level. And so for Leslie, you will receive a Tao light ball for seeing yourself in the Tao calligraphy. This is a significant service because when you're writing, it is that reflection of you, and you need to accept yourself. Some people struggle with and don't feel that joy. They feel the blockages, but we need to change that to see your beautiful self in the writing. And it's also reflecting with the calligraphy. I see that that with your calligraphy, how much have you revealed yourself in the calligraphy as you're writing in this? That's something for you to tune in with on this. So you can face the camera. And everyone, this is you can receive a splash of this blessing. This is only offered at this workshop. As we're grateful that this service can be offered, focusing in your Ming Men, Tao order, Tao light ball, to see yourself in the Tao calligraphy. Transmission. As Leslie turns it on and bless everyone and integrate this blessing. Feel it coming into you as one. And I will call the soul of Julie Moffat to come here to receive. Another component of this, this workshop is to really connect with the calligraphies. So Julie will receive a Tao light ball for opening the soul communication to the Tao calligraphy, so that you can be more connected with the calligraphy. Receive the message, the blessings more fully. As it can help you guide your life. Tao order, Tao light ball for opening soul communication to the Tao calligraphy. Transmission. And Julie turn on her treasure and everyone. Integrate this blessing and connect with the calligraphies. Feel what change is happening when you connect with your Tao calligraphy. And I call on the soul Susan McNeely to come. Susan will receive a Tao calligraphy lineage crown chakra blessing to increase the invisible power in her Tao calligraphy. Preparing. Blessing. Start. how. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Leslie, let's see how you write again. Connecting with yourself, connecting with your Tao light bulb. How do you feel?
It feels better while I'm drawing. I just feel more smooth, whether it's in proportion, I don't know.
Feels more smooth. And it's also, if you want to face the camera so the camera can see, it's also, you see yourself smiling much more and enjoying it. That is part of connecting with yourself, connecting with the Tao calligraphy. Because the Tao source is more of that positive information, that joy. It's revealing much more as you are connecting with your writing.
Yeah. It sounds strange, but I feel like I'm swimming with it. I love to swim. I love the water. I could just live in the water if I were a dolphin or something, but I'm on land, so but I feel I could swim in it. So it's just a different feeling.
Great. And what did you experience with the light bulb? Anything else you want to share?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Again, I still getting that feeling of being in a fishbowl, of being immersed, and there are other beings swimming around me. I just feel deeper within myself too. It's hard to describe when it was happening.
More will be revealed during the workshop.
Thank you.
We would look forward to your progress on it. And Julie, if you want to share anything on your experience, anyone else here in the room wants to share? You have your mic, Shunya.
Thank you, Master Carol, for those really powerful blessings. With the first one, for Leslie, I saw like a Disney mirror, and the blessing was to see herself in the calligraphy, and then the calligraphy became like a magic mirror, and in this mirror she could see her own beauty. And there was just like this beautiful woman inside, dressed very elegantly. And
Your mic is muted.
How much of that do I need to repeat? Okay, great. So, just really being able to see your own beauty through the calligraphy is what I think it's a big piece of what's going to happen for that. And then, let's see, the second one was for
Julie Moffat to opening the soul communication.
For opening the soul communication. And what I saw is that there's a soul communication channel inside of each one of us. And her channel just went boom, boom, boom. So just, it just popped open. And as the more she writes, the more that will open and clear. And the messages, it was like the calligraphy was sending messages down the channel. And the messages came as calligraphy, and they were coming down the channel to her. And then for the third one, for
increasing the invisible power.
Increasing the invisible power in her writing. What was it that I saw? It was like she was in a superhero costume, you know, like she became Wonder Woman or a character like that, of unleashing the power that was available there. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have comments. So Susan McNeely says, thank you for this wonderful Tao calligraphy lineage crown chakra blessing. I usually don't feel or see anything during blessings. This time I had such tenderness come to my message center, like a warm hug. My message center opened. I felt a great expansion. The love I felt brought tears to my eyes. Thank you for enabling me to feel such love and tenderness.
Beautiful. And Julie? No.
Did we hear from Julie, Robert? I have to go to another page for that.
Anyone in
Yeah.
here?
No reaction yet from Jude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else feeling? No, it doesn't matter where you are on the journey, whether you can become a practitioner or not, you can still progress on your Tao calligraphy and your Tao calligraphy writing on this. And Julie, start writing.
Oh, wow. Who felt the power? It was absolutely amazing because it's a 3 blessing in a row. Like the light and the frequency of the light was really nothing I had experienced. And I think I experienced once Master Carol did also the lineage holders blessings in Netherlands. But I think since last October, as Master Carol is the lineage holder, as Master Sha continue to uplift that her power, I could feel it's also much more stronger. And I saw for Leslie, it's really opening your heart and soul and to bring all this joy and love and grace and beauty that it really is who you are into more alignment and connect to your vision, your high self. And the more through the writing, because the Tao calligraphy is one of the most powerful way to purify and transform our Shen Qi Jing blockages and to close that gap between our ourself and our higher self, our visions. So the more you start writing with joy, with happiness, and also appreciations, still on, appreciation with yourself, who you are and all that you have done, the more you will see that in transforming in your life. Okay? And for Julie, I saw as like Master Shrina said, the soul communication channel open up, but also the saints come out and they start to guide her. So from now on, whenever you start writing, Julie, just write it slowly, and you will, and give yourself this time to connect to the saints in the calligraphy and let them guide you. So every time you write, really pay attention to where it needs to be realigned, that your writing is going to show you a lot more about what needs to be transformed and what you can appreciate more of yourself. And for Susan, actually Susan, I believe Susan is a calligraphy practitioner and maybe even a master practitioner. I saw the how this contract of blessing increase the invisible power through, of course there will be more that being unfolded, but one of the things they haven't shown me was that Susan actually have a lot of downloads and a lot of treasures. And as Master Carol was giving that contract of blessing, it's increasing the alignments of all the treasures that she has. So suddenly I see her team start to get aligned in these beautiful formations. So when she writes, it's not just her writing, it's a whole big teams that she had, including this contract of blessing. It has a lot more treasures and things that is going to expand her team to write together. So she definitely will see improvement and difference in her .I writings. So this is absolutely amazing. And I want to also say, this calligraphy is absolutely beautiful. When it is so beautiful, and when Master Carol asked us to just put our hands, it was like being charged, like iPhone being charged. It's like, wow, this is really the power of the lineage holder. And I know that this weekend, really, there's a lot more is going to happen. The transformation is going to be so deep and so powerful. And so I know this is going to help me to be a better calligraphy teacher myself. So we're so excited to welcome more of you to join us this weekend. Thank you, Auntie Carol.
Thank you, Hui Ling. And congratulations to Hui Ling to become a Dao Calligraphy Grandmaster teacher as well. With Master Henderson, who has flown to Australia, Sydney, while I fly to here in San Francisco on this. Yes, we need more people. We need more people sharing the Tao calligraphy. And this is a taste of what is available at the workshop. That it is a process that you will have to connect deeper with yourself. Going into knowing yourself, loving yourself, finding that joy with yourself, and accepting yourself, who you are. See yourself and see it as an opportunity to transform. When you're writing, sometimes you focus on the negative. Oh, I didn't get this right, or I'm not sure about this and that. But we should be looking at the positive side of the calligraphy. And this is our focus, that positive inside of us. When we are positive within our writing, positive in ourselves, we're bringing more of that positive information to us. And that soul communication is essential. Who actually does do soul communication with the calligraphy? Hui Ling. Wonderful. Only out of all these years, I've been sharing do soul communication with the calligraphy. The calligraphies actually are really talkative if you actually listen to them on it, and they have so much that they can share with it. And out of all the years, I only know 2 people that actually said that they actually do this. And this can bring you to another alignment with the calligraphy. And soul communication is one of the key tools that Master Sha teaches. It is the foundation of what we do, is connect with the soul. And Tao calligraphy is that highest tool. What more can you want out of it? So you will develop more of this in the workshop. And also, the crown chakra blessing for the Tao calligraphy lineage, it is bringing down more power for you to serve with the Tao calligraphy. As I said, the gap is between Master Sha and us is getting bigger and bigger. And we need to play our part to close this gap. He is waiting for us. He wants to share and give authority to people to move to the next layer of Tao calligraphy. But we need to do our job. So join me in the workshop so that we can grow together in this. And we will do our corrections to, that is the beauty side, but it's also helping you to transform the blockages within you as well. Because it is when you become more aligned through the beauty, the structure, and the channel that you have, that's where you can move in your life and in your Tao calligraphy writing. Wonderful. Is there anybody else that wants to share? Webcast, Facebook?
Got a message from Julie. She says, thank you. I was being tested. I think she means in regards to not writing as much. And she says, I feel very centered and peaceful and will get my mat out to practice this afternoon.
Wonderful. Great. Yes. This is, when we are having the workshop, this is the ideal field to be in. Because if you have any challenges, join the workshop so that those blockages can be removed in this field together. When we are in that field, much can be released. So anyone that has challenges with their writing or thinking about Tao calligraphy is not for me, come in and let us clear this together. Rayla?
From there?
Yeah, come here.
So this is absolutely the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And I have always had, this has been for me the most difficult thing to do. So I feel that it has been much easier to do all the other calligraphies except this one. And this is just so, so beautiful. I'm just being so inspired. So that although I always have these working papers out there, but this has been my last thing I've been struggling with really a lot. And it is so beautiful. It's just such an inspiration for me. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryla. Beautiful. And some of us, we get questions. We get questions a lot about what do we see in the calligraphy. You will be, we will teach you how you can see the calligraphy. What is it that it's reflecting for you? The download that Leslie has received is one of the key components with Julie as well, to actually allow this. And this is, anyone can do this. It doesn't have to be teachers as well. The teachers, we do have the teacher transmission that can help us more. But you can also tap into the wisdom. And the eye calligraphy is the love, this character. It's one that is really can see more of the physical, of the head, the shoulder, the chest and the heart, and the lower part of the body and the legs. That you can see what's happening with your physical through just the structure. But you can also, it can also reveal to you. Sometimes it's not the physical side that is it's being revealed. Sometimes it's the emotions, or sometimes it's how you do things, your process of doing things in accomplishing your roles, your task. And sometimes it's the thinking of it that it can be revealed. And we will do a segment on this as well in this workshop. So this is going into much more advanced in using the calligraphies on a different level to what has been taught before. Are you excited? I look forward to helping everyone. And come in person as much as you can. Being in person is very different to being on the Ring Central. I will do corrections over on the Ring Central as well. But in person, it is a different field. And you also have other Dao calligraphy teachers here to support this. So before we close and do an announcement, we'll offer a final blessing to help everyone to open the heart and soul to the Tao calligraphy, to join this workshop, to be here. Whether it's a day or not. And there is, if you register via webcast, there is the recording that you can watch anytime you like. So there's no excuse about the time you can't make it. You can join. I'll use the Da Eye calligraphy to offer a blessing to everyone watching. Join us to go to the next level in your writing, including those that are just starting. You can learn very fast. It doesn't matter how long you are. Blessing, start. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining me this evening. And remember, there's the Dao Chang presentation tomorrow as well. And do you have any announcements?
Really, really love you, Master Carol. Really, really love you, Master Carol. Really, really love you, Master Carol. Really love you, Master Carol. Really love you, Master Carol. Am I muted or unmuted? Unmuted, wonderful. So to join the workshop this weekend, it's go to drshaw.com, click on events, and then click on the calendar and pick tomorrow's date. It's 10 to 6 Pacific time. It is available. There's still some seats left, a couple seats left in person. And by webcast, you can do it over video conferencing, which means that you can write. So have, those of you who have already started writing, have your calligraphy papers and your pens ready, and we'll be writing throughout the day. And then you can show Master Carol your writing, and she can give you feedback in real time, which is really a wonderful blessing. If you can't join the whole thing during the weekend, don't worry, as Master Carol mentioned, it will be on our VOD page, which is very simple, and then you can watch any of the parts that you missed. The blessings that were demonstrated tonight are only available during this weekend, and I think that's about everything as far as logistics of being here for the weekend. The weekend, if you're coming in person, is not in San Francisco. It's in Tiburon. So don't make a wrong turn on one of the bridges. It's here at Tiburon at the Tiburon Lodge. Do you like it here? Yeah. Wonderful. And so I think that's, yeah, that's all we need to talk about for today. So if you have any questions, any problems, you can go to facebook.com/Master Sha Tao Healing Center or call us at 415-971-7373. Thank you. So tomorrow we start at 10 o'clock with a global Tao Chung, and that will be on tv.drshi.com, tv.drsha.com. Okay.
So
Thank
they
you,
don't go on
everyone. Love you,
YouTube.
everyone. See you tomorrow.